Alright, welcome everyone to today's Empyrion live stream. As I said in the description and the title, we are going to attack the, well, drone base, but there's an armory and supply station there, so we're going to have to go and take care of that. But first, I want to show you what I've gotten done since 2 weeks ago when we had the last gameplay stream. I've actually finished setting up all of my weapons on the tank, so I do have the tank ready to go if I decide to carry it out again. But today, because of the distance of about 14 kilometers, we're going to go with the small vessel again. Just do a quick sweep in and shoot the turrets out. And also, really quick, I have been working with my storage containers, my little cargo 32s, that I originally created these setups when auto miners did not deplete resource deposits, and so it made sense to have even 4 containers for Erestrum and 4 containers for Zascosium. And yeah, it is raining in the base. Unfortunately, it's still really glitchy in the game in terms of how it treats certain structures where you can still have rain start falling inside a base. But yes, these I'm going to be redesigning. I started off with 2 on this side and 1 on that side, and I decided I didn't like the way it looked asymmetrical, so I put the containers back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly rearrange that one to migrate some of the resources up to it, recolor it, and basically make it more compressed one, because at this point I don't think I'll ever have 4 containers full of Erestrum and 4 containers full of Zascosium. I am going to go ahead and grab some food to take with me. We'll just take 1, that's plenty. And I actually do have to drop off some of my Promethium that I collected recently from my last trip. Forgot to get out of my storage. Let's see, where did I put it? Yes, right there. So, I have moved auto miners around quite a bit. Actually checking a lot of them. A lot of them are still going. They have not even completed up on the moon. I did move a few around, managed to get some more Promethium deposits out of the way. And pentacid deposits, so that helps. But I've also followed some of my suggestions. I have an extra cockpit just in case the same thing happens again today as it did last live stream. I don't think it will. My plan is pretty much to just focus on the strafing, take out the turrets as quickly as I can, and move on. I still have a good bit of ammo here, but I've moved most of it into the base, and we have plenty of storage. But I think this is going to be my last major set of runs with this design. While it looks great, it functions well, I do want to switch things around and have an enclosed cockpit. I may actually just go ahead and take the cockpit out there and build a front section and remodel the whole thing to have a little cockpit seat there instead, so I don't have that issue of something breaking my cockpit from a turret blast. But I do like the way this is set up. It's a nice design, you know, visually, and it's got a lot of storage, but I feel like now I don't need as much storage in this because I've got a capital vessel. It can go to the next planet. I just want something that will handle the enemy bases, taking out turrets, taking out drones, and not getting destroyed in the process. And maybe a little bit of storage, maybe fridge, you know, mobile constructor for some processing. But for most part, I just want to sweep through, clearing turrets, making things safe, and then deploy with the hover tank and use it for all the wandering around gathering supplies. So we are going to finish up. There's only really 3 things left on this planet. We've got the armory, the supply station, and a drone base that I have not hit, and that's the last 2 sets of Promethium deposits that I need to clear out. So we're going to try to do that. And I cannot remember who said it. Somebody asked if using the auto miner on, say, this deposit that shows no Promethium bulbs, or, you know, like this deposit, same thing, no Promethium bulbs, you can't harvest them, it just says there's a deposit, there's nothing there. This one has a bulb of Promethium, one of the blobs, that you cannot destroy. I've sat there and used an entire charge in the drill trying to break it, does not work. I took auto miners to all of them, because somebody asked, what happens if you use the auto miner? On the full deposits that have absolutely no blobs, it lets you place it down. Because, you know, the auto miners now will say, it needs to be placed near a resource deposit. It will let you place it down. But when you look at the resource deposit quality, what percentage it's going to pull, it says 0. So that's the ones that are 100% and show no blobs. The one that was 10% still has a blob of promethium. I have not tried on that one yet. I just tried on the other one. So if we get free and clear, we'll run back and put that in too and just see what it does. But I have a feeling it's not going to do anything different. It's probably going to sit there and say 0 on the quality and not be able to get anything out of it. But today we are taking vengeance for the mini drone attacks that finally stopped. So I no longer get free resources from them. We're going to go attack the drone base. And maybe we get to the next planet, I'll set up a little base just to draw them in so they'll attack and I get free resources again. But right now, I just want to take this out because we are closing in on being done with the planet. I still have the drone base and a couple other spots on the moon to go in and take over as well. And then it's just going to be letting these auto miners run and gather every resource deposit before I leave. So hopefully by the end of the month, not next episode, but next episode should be cleaning up the moon, and then it's going to be letting auto miners run, going around gathering resource deposits. So maybe end of the month, end of October, before the next creator challenge, we'll have everything clear and be ready to move to a new planet and just see what we find. So now we've got a little over 4 kilometers to talk. So how is everybody doing? Everybody having a good week so far, keeping it spicy this week, making sure everything is good in life, or at least spicy if it's still bad. And we're getting dark now, getting to the point where this will work, except for lightning strikes. I'm going kilometers away, and on a small planet, really, and it's still heavy rain everywhere. Did my rocket launcher not reload fully, or did I just not give enough time? I did not give enough time before. So this is fully repaired. Back to my template, and also fully repaired on all the blocks, and fully armed, well, partially armed. I don't have a full stockpile of ammo. I really don't need a full stockpile. But yes, my plan is to at least take out the turrets, and we'll see how safe it is in the area after that. Maybe I can land in a good spot and be able to clear these out without having to fly back and get the tank. But if it comes down to it, I'm going to get the tank. I'm just going to start doing that. Current FPS, I really don't know. I generally don't have problems in the game with FPS unless it's a certain design. I have noticed a few designs that it constantly makes it stutter when I move around. I've also noticed that they have upgraded some of the turrets to fire much faster now than they used to, making it more interesting. You get up into an area and immediately you're getting shot at. It does make it, you know, a little bit tougher, but still not that bad. So there's the armory. Oh, who's shooting at me right now? Is there another drone? No, there's who's down here? Nobody. Or what? You survived that. How did you survive that? Wow, they're getting more aggressive against the small vessels now. Used to be that you could fly right up onto them and they wouldn't shoot at you. And how are you surviving rockets exploding all around you? Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, I am killing you too. Oh, where were you at? This is why the tanks are going to be more critical now. They are making them necessary to keep yourself safe while you're out being attacked. Alright, so F8. I'm 75, 76 on my FPS, since you would like to know. I usually don't have problems, like I said, with this. It's only with certain designs. The bigger they are, or the way some of the blocks are done, I have problems, but other than that, not so much. And it sounded almost like I was getting shot at. I'm listening. It did sound like I was getting shot at for a moment. And since I'm standing outside the vessel, probably not the best thing to hear. Alright, let's go ahead and repair, because I know how this is going to go. Oh yeah, look, I've already lost another bit of block right there. Okay, oh, and I got the drone I need to take out too. Maybe parking right here for a moment will be safe enough. I mean, hopefully they're not going to just be patrolling right around the location. They're actually going to be out further away, because the location had turrets, you know. Unless they have changed it so that when you destroy the turrets, they're like, oh crap, recall all the troops and get them in here, and we need to, yeah, support the base. And I don't know if they do that or not. That would be a nice touch if they decide to add that. Oh, yeah, not the meat. We need that. Yeah, we'll toss that in. I'm just going to toss all those in. Projectile rounds we can use. Food we can use. And alright. See? Drones. Question is, are they coming after me? Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's just on patrol out there. And I don't have enough range. Even with my enhanced sniper rifle, I will not have enough range for that. But maybe we can see. Alright, so turret. That. So basically very much the same design as the drone base on the moon that we have already encountered. And I was doing fine except for that little spot where the sentry gun was. And it, you know, kept shooting at me. Made it really difficult. I've got all that stuff now. So I hopefully will be okay for that. I'm pretty sure that's just storage, right? I believe we saw that they changed the armory recently. So yeah, this is just the storage area. But actually, wow, this one has a elevator leading down. We had another one that did not have an elevator. So, all right, we'll take the elevator side, that one, and I do have my trusty explosives. Get back, you know. No regard for shrapnel coming off of that at this distance. You're not hiding around the corner. And, oh yes, did not blow up any cargo boxes. Ow. Oh. Alright, who? So now they can shoot up through the elevator. Great. There goes my nice little security spot. Did they spawn more in immediately? Oh! Get... Reload! Quicker! Be fast! Oh! Alright, so... Reload! Kill guy! Alright. Spawning pads! Go! And I need some light. Spawning pad. Yep. There we go. Okay. Oh. Alright. Done. So, this floor should be safe. Grab everything I can from their bloody corpses. That's what you get. Yeah, alright. Ooh. Hey, you know, I got something for blowing up. Let's see. When you left your CV, if you're not touching the ship base, it didn't spend any bullets. I have not noticed that. I mean, usually I only notice that I'm using bullets when they, you know, I don't actually access the turrets in my base or CV really to manually control them and check their ammo. I just assume when it says I'm out of ammo, you know, that they're using bullets. But, you know, at this point I can't really test it so readily since they're not doing drone attacks, or at least I can't test with the base. When once this is all cleared, I might just fly the capital vessel over here. And hello back to you in France. Thank you for coming in, Captain Furious. I love how diverse our group is. We've got people from all over the world hanging out with us on these streams. And that's just, to me, one of the coolest aspects of doing this sort of thing, is you get people from everywhere. And unfortunately, I am not, I do not speak French, so I cannot reciprocate if you start speaking in French, but I can speak English fairly well, and I'm slowly learning some Chinese. Alright. Oh! Did not make the jump. Did not stick the landing there. Ah! And nobody's attacked me yet. Nobody's, like, coming up from outside the base to shoot me. So maybe I am good to turn off my movement set and drastically improve my my power duration. Oh, I can use that. Actually, I'll have a snack right now. I was gonna toss everything except for like the food and the projectile rounds, just because I will use projectile rounds. But even the stuff I normally would separate out, like the pills, I've got too many on here right now. I'm not even gonna worry about those at the moment. And yes. Now, healing. That's the one reason why I want to bring maybe the tank with me instead, is because the tank, I have a medic station. I don't get that option in the small vessels. I don't think they'll ever do that in the small vessel. Just because then, bye-bye the special utility of the hover vessels. You know, once again, hover vessels are not as necessary because you have a medic bay, a medic station in the small vessels. I don't see that happening. They will not add that. If they do, then they're just reducing some of the changes they put to the hover vessels. And hello from Venezuela. You speak English like a Spanish cow. I have never talked to a Spanish cow, or any cow for that matter, so I have no room for comparison. So I can't say if you're a Spanish cow speak is poor or not. I'm sure that at this point, the Spanish I learned in high school probably makes me sound like a Spanish cow as well. If there's a difference between a Spanish cow and a non-Spanish cow. Oh, he heard those shots. He's like, I'm getting this guy. He moved quickly there. He was like, I hear him. I'm getting him. He shot my spawning pad. And, oh, Jimmy, why were you not helping him? You just stood there and took it. Okay. Yeah, nothing. So, how much damage am I going to do to this? Cannot damage it. Alright, fine. There's a reason. Wait. I still hear something. Italy. Ah. And you like the Plant Nomads? Thank you for that. I am enjoying playing it again, and very excited to see what happens with the, when we start actually pulling stuff in from the workshop. And I like checking out people's designs. Nobody can think of everything. That's why it's always fun to check out other players' designs. And I hear Zirax, like, right outside of this area. So maybe they're like, okay, how do we get in to get this guy that's attacking our armory? Is that even damaging it? Barely. Wow. Barely. Those verticals are strong. Huh. Like, that's what you should cover your entire bases and... Like, oh, the backside is opened. Oh, well, now the core is gone too. It doesn't matter. I want to get this. This is what I'm worried about. 2 more auto miner cores. I have too many auto miner cores already. I think I am now up to almost around 50 total that I have obtained just in my starting planet. Alright, get my jetpack ready and jump. Somewhere there is Well, actually, let's go look, because they were somewhere stuck outside. They're probably stuck trying to get in the door. Don't know how to ring the doorbell. They're not there. Somewhere over this way, maybe. There he is. Hi. Hey, buddy. I'm not in the wall. There you go. The best shot you'll ever have of a Zirax. If I could shoot with my drone, simple headshot. Hey, look, he's looking right at me. Pentropy. I have not heard of that game. I'm assuming it's a survival building type game, maybe? I mean, that's mostly what I play, so I would assume that, you know, you're watching me do this sort of thing. That's the kind of game you're looking to play. But if it's not, then yeah, let's hear about it. I've not checked out, I haven't even heard of Pentropy. I'm just now, you know, getting started into, well, you know, I'm still doing survival games, but it's more the realistic survival with Green Hell. I'm playing that and having fun with that. I'm also playing 7 Days to Die. But I'm doing that stuff on Twitch. My armor's still good, too. So, time to core this. And also, I need to get some more explosives ready because, you know, I used all of them up. Let's go in and take care of this, since the drones seem to be content with leaving me alone. And let's say, maybe this side? I'm gonna find that guy. Nope, not there. He's... Oh, he was over here, I thought. Thought it was the next side over from that. No, he's there. Okay. So I am facing the other way. There we go. We're going to see if I can just sneak out here far enough to pop his head. Where are you? Where are you? Before I go... Oh, there he is. He is wandering along. Ah! He can see me better than I can see him. Hey, he's trying to run away. He's like, oh, ow, I'm being shot in the back, help. Alright, let's, not get stuck there. Okay, time to clear all the cargo boxes. And core this thing. First, let's core it first. It's still kind of like Empyrion, survival multiplayer, mechs and factions. Alright, I will try to remember to check that out. That is Pentropy. I will try to remember that when we get done today. Is it? I'm assuming it's a Steam game, or is possibly going to be available through Steam at some point. Maybe not initially, but, you know, later. Or is it something we're going to have to get direct from their side? Like, you say multiplayer, is it going to be something they host? Oh. We've got incoming. We've got incoming. I saw... Oh. Yeah, look. Drone. He's shooting my thing. He's shooting my ship. Oh, rocket drone too. Ah! Go! Oh! They don't like I took this over. Well, that's new. They actually sent an attack group after me. I like that. Alright, we might come back to this after I take care of some of this stuff. That's new. Usually they haven't done that in the past to me. They haven't sat there and said, hey, let's go launch an attack. Usually it's the, they send the troop transport after me. I definitely am not going to be close enough for those. Also watch for... Oh, yep, there it goes. Not in the right spot where I can get to those without being shot with these faster turrets. Tell me... Oh, not long enough. Maybe they sent the drones because the troop transport's all bugged again. I also need to upgrade my weapons when I get a new combat SV for this. I'm thinking of adding in the railguns, maybe. For additional heavy damage option. There we go, okay. Yes, a simple supply station, just that one gun. But I know there's spawners up here. You know what, we'll get that in a minute. I want to take out the drone base. Drone base is more fun. Alright, so Pentropy is a steam gain. I'll look for it there. Or I say I will look, I will try to remember to look. There's always a good chance I will forget. So if you want to remind me and everyone at the end of the stream and chat, that will help. Well, yeah, there's a good chance I'll forget by the time we get done today with everything going on in the game itself. I remember there's like a game I'm supposed to look up and I won't be able to remember the name of it. And then I'll spend a half hour searching through the chat for that game information. Ah! I just want your teleporter thing. They are so much easier to kill than the Zirax with the small vessel miniguns. Oh, oh, oh. Alright, come on. That was pretty much like a dead shot on one of them. And you, Mr. Laser, Zirax. Oh, another one over there. Minigun, Zirax. No reason why I may just come back with the tank. Oh, yeah. Not accidentally doing that again. Alright, let's see. While I have... Nobody's shooting me actively at the moment. I know I've already pretty much missed out on gathering from the drones over there. Oh, oh. Ah! So I blew up a crater, and it didn't, like, instantly kill the other one next to it. Oh. Alright, let's get... I've got my cockpit repaired again. Making sure I keep that done. If I get that... There we go! Nice! Shot right through the middle. Alright, there's another one. I'm doing so much damage to some of the base structure. Like this. Oh, oh. Ah. Alright, let's... You know what? We'll blow up the transport too. I know it's gonna respawn in a moment. Give me some more stuff, so hey. Oh, oh, who's shooting me? Who's shooting me? I'm just trying to set myself up, maybe, you know, take out... Take out, you know, my drone, gather some stuff. I like supplies. I like getting stuff for free, like parts, you know. Oh, okay, now I know who's shooting me. Let's get this. Alright, yep, okay. He's gone. Is there another one over here, maybe? No. Is there a turret down there? Yes, I can see it. Ah ha ha! Ooh, the drones are still there. They haven't despawned. But I'm getting shot at again. Why? Can you not just let me take your stuff? Alright, let's... Ah, I see you. There we go. Alright. Out. And drone. And did... Oh... They just despawned as I was taking out this stupid guy. There, let me pick up from him. There we go. Ah. So disappointing, so frustrating. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about the supply station right now. We've already dealt with several of those. I've dealt with several of them. I just want to get stuff from here. I kind of feel like breaking in through the top and using that to go down instead. Let's see, where can I land comfortably? That might be a nice safe spot. Troop transports are not a problem, but I don't want to be in the way of them spawning. And let's repair, make sure, double checking every time to make sure I still have repair targeted correctly. Alright. Alright, so. Wow, I can repair the base. I figured, I mean, I can't take the base apart unless I core it. But apparently I can repair the blocks on the base for them without coring it. That seems like a very friendly mechanism to add to this game. Like, hey, you can't take it apart, but we'll let you fix it for them. Be a good neighbor. You know, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. For those of you familiar with State Farm insurance. That commercial. Little jingle they have. Alright, let's see. Dumping in all this. All these goodies. Oh, no ammo I can take. Oh, and I need to take that too. Alright, that means time for you. And more food. Means I'm almost well fed. We'll eat again, be well fed. Yes, I'm very comfortable and satisfied. I wouldn't go that far. I'm not satisfied that I can repair the base without taking part of it apart. You know, I don't have to core it to repair it, but I have to core it to dismantle anything. Alright, nothing on at the moment. Ooh, did I blow up the side turrets? I did. Haha. That was very nice turn right there. Just blow up the turrets with one quick hit. And you know what? I'm waiting. Because I know this has happened before. That the drones have spawned in again. Fresh drones on top of me while I was trying to loot the drone base before I could get the core in. Which would be kind of bad for them to do that and have me getting shot by the drones as I try to get my ship. Alright. Write the name down. Okay, I will put a note in then for it real quick. So if you can't follow, that's fine. I will go in and put in Pantropy. I'll remember it right now. I remember it for the moment. It's just after another, 2 hours of gameplay, I might not remember it. Oh. Well fed, no time limit. Then why does it end if there's no time limit? No time limit means like forever. Alright, let's see. I think that's just the door that leads up and out. If I remember right with this design. Yeah, so no reason to break that at the moment. Save resources. No reason to blow it up. And getting some more supplies. Alright, thanks for joining us. I will be sure to try to check it out. And there is my nemesis. I'll make sure I'm ready. Loaded up. The big turret that wants to, be hidden down there. Alright, come on. Surely this is going to destroy it. Yeah, it ends after my food decreases enough, but it's not like, oh, no time limit. Well, it should just work without my food level decreasing. It should just be like, oh, you're... Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. It's locked on to me now. I need to sit over here for a moment. Let's look. Ha ha ha! At least I can take out the spawners. Hey, if you blow that away, then I got a straight shot at your head. How about that? Ha ha ha! Thought you could mess with the jumping pepper. That's gonna be my my attack battle mode name, the jumping pepper. Oh, you know what? I just realized there is a very good use here for El Drone. El Drono can be El Targeto or the laser. El Laser O. which means I can get in a couple of shots before it retargets me over here. The drone's sacrifice will not be in vain. Maybe if I just jump out enough from behind. Ah, there we go! Finally! I have defeated my nemesis, and oh. Shutter door. I'll wait till I take this core out. Wait, I don't risk destroying the containers. And not getting in there quickly enough. Let's see. What can we see from this side? No. No more, no turret on that side of things. That's good. I've taken out another spawning pad down there. We should be good to start our descent now. Let's do that. Can't remember if I actually have to blow it up or not. Wow! Did they make the explosives stronger? Because that was stronger than normal. Let's see, can I actually... Yes, I can still destroy that at least. Alright. Let's try this. Uh-huh. Oh, didn't see me. We gotta get him. Ah! Keep moving. There we go. Bye-bye, Mr. Mechanoid guy. And Mr. Zirax guy. Let me make sure I'm not too visible from an angle that might get me shot while I'm doing this. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Woo! Alright, aha! It's like they just keep looking for me and they don't know which side I'm at. Ah! Where is that shooting from? Sounds almost like there's a, not a Zirax, a sentry gun over there somewhere. Right from this side. Oh! Ha! Alright, somewhere over there. And then I've got a spawner over here. Oh yeah, several Zirax right there. I see them. Or saw them. Oh! They won't be respawning now. Let's see. Come on, guys. I want you to come join your buddy over here. Oh yeah, there's sentry guns. They are kind of very carefully placed. I'm not going to be getting... Well, you know, maybe I can get that guy. I'll get you. Or not. Ugh. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to fall. And get killed. Because I can't get back up to a safe spot. Ah! So he could shoot me. I just could not shoot through there and get him. Ha-ha! Oh! Hiya, R5 Dad! Or, yeah, R5 Dad. I'll make sure I didn't misread that at some point. You know, 5 and capital S look very similar at a distance when the screen's not right in front of your face. And when you're trying to get a quick look in there, because you've got 3 Zirax wandering around below looking to injure you. Ah! Alright, I want to find this. Oh, there's the turrets. They are tucked away where I cannot get to them so readily. Oh, I wonder if I could do... Ah ha ha! The flaw in their design, the mounting point. Alright, maybe I can actually get them now. I like getting stuff from Zirax. Dead. Ah! Okay. So, oh, there's one there. Okay, I see it. And that. There we go. Let's take him out. Sniper rifle might work a little better in the targeting aspect, but I've got so many projectile rifle rounds. And Mr. Golem there has decided he wants to be in the upper section and kind of can't get up there. Oh, there's one over there hiding. Or I cannot get to him so readily from up here. Ahaha. Alright, I think... one more check. One more time. Make sure I'm not going to just be suddenly getting shot all over the place. Yeah, that guy... I think that's it. Alright, which side are you on? I think it's this side. There we go. Watch, he's gonna come after me now. He's gonna be like, hey, I fooled you. You are down in my level now. And I'm going to get you. Who? You ah! How did he shoot me over there? Like how was he shooting me through there? Well, like, you shouldn't even be able to aim at me. And oh, that's right. That's right, they've got these on. Oh, did he despawn? I forgot about the little corner rooms here. Oh, there's another one in there. I'm gonna get stuck in here. Watch. They're just gonna swarm outside after me. I'm gonna be stuck in here, trying to defend myself. This Zirax just start coming in everywhere. Oh, I hear more. There's another side on this, I believe. Over. Oh, no, I think that was the troop transport, maybe, that I just heard. Let's go up and drop some stuff off. Yes, we got a nice troop transport back over here. Ugh. Our chat is being much quieter today than last week. You know, granted, last week, of course, was the showcase. So I know, you know, we're going to be quieter after a good one of those. Usually we're very talkative in those. But, come on. Let's get the chat going. I haven't seen Danielle Marie yet post in the chat. So I'm assuming she's the one that we need to get the chat really rolling today. She'll join us and all of a sudden the chat will blow up. Everybody will be talking. It's exactly what we need. And thank you for the subscriptions, guys. If you are actually in the stream with us right now, thank you. Keep waiting for me to die again. You're just, everybody's holding their breath like, is he gonna die? Is he gonna die? And I'm not dying yet. Let's see, what's my my medical status though? I've got trauma kits and I got pills and everything, you know. At least this is not like green head. Oh, wow. Well, there's a shock. Sneaking up on me. From down there. There's gonna be more. Oh, and he's actually was walking up on. Oh, look, there's another one. There's a little buddy. His buddy is stuck. Can I see you? I don't think so. I can't see you. You can't see me. Oh, another subscriber. I think that's the fastest I've had subscribes in a single stretch of time in the live stream so far. I mean, I've gotten subscriptions before, you know, people subscribing, but usually it's not that quick back to back. Alright, so we got that there. This is where Mr. Golem that was, you know, no longer visible. He despawned. It's funny he despawned. He got stuck and they haven't spawned a replacement in. I figured, you know, reset, move him somewhere else. That's understandable. Why has he not done that? At least I'm not having tons of spawning pads all over. Alright, so this is the trickier ones. Here, I've got, yeah, that there. I got one in here, and, spawning pad in here, I'm sure. Yep. Oh. Alright, you're waiting for me to die! Get ready! Might happen. Except I'm going to heal real quick. Alright. I'm listening for you guys. I know there's another sentry gun there. Yep. Alright. Give me all your stuff. So many goodies. So many nice things to take from them. And... too bad we cannot crouch. Zirax can crouch. Why can I not crouch? I would crouch down right here and be like, better combat capabilities. You know, be nice. I just crouch behind the cargo container. They blow it up. Well, you know, crap. They blew it up, but maybe they wouldn't do that. Like, oh, let's not lose all our stuff by destroying the box containing it. You know, generally that does deal some kind of destructive force to the contents of a container if you destroy the container. But yeah, we need to be able to crouch. If the Zirax can crouch in this game, we should be able to crouch in this game. Come on, devs, let's add that in. Make the combat more interesting. Alright, so nothing there. We got this spot here, and I can see you. Oh. It's weird the way it's doing the audio for me. Like, that one was almost dead ahead of me, and it sounded like it came from my right side. So I turned right to look for the one shooting me on my right side, and I wasn't being shot on the right side. The other ones were, you know, were dead ahead of me and sound like they were shooting at me from the left. Something's weird with audio today. Alright, more supplies. I know what we need. We need a hot swap thing. Like, anything in this section, like here, you have one row or two row, you can lock the rows so that it doesn't dump supplies from there. And then have it where you have a way to dump everything not in the locked rows into a cargo box. If there's already, you know, if there's room, and of course it will stack with existing copies if there's already some of that in there. But yeah, give us the option to like just lock a row or two to where it won't dump any of that out of our inventory, but we have a fast dump option for loading stuff into cargo boxes. At least give us that if we do not get any kind of automation stuff. I still hope for an automation type thing. You know, Plant Nomads, I'm doing so much right now on my base with the conveyors, trying to make it where I can automatically, oh, all my storage is here. I just have to, you know, if I want to build, it has access to all of my main materials, my resources that I gather, and I don't have to actually put anything in the fabricators or anything like that. It's all linked together, and that would be so nice to have in this game. Something like that. Something where we can link our storage system together. Conveyors, not conveyors, just something that will work. There's another sound of a, I guess what would be the troop transport spawning in, even though it doesn't need to respawn at the moment. And all right, we gotta find the. I hear Zirax, but it sounded like they were off to my left, like over that way, and there shouldn't be any spawners there. Yeah, no spawner there. Maybe I'm hearing the Zirax are up on the ground level above me, and I'm hearing them like they're standing next to me. Or maybe it's actually them here. No, we'll just blow it up this way. There we go. Okay, let's sneak up. I didn't really see anything from the window side, but making sure. There it is. There's the core. The core I'm looking for. And it's just right there behind that. Cannot damage. Cannot damage. So, I'm going to blow up something trying to do this. Yep, that's not going to work either. I don't want to blow up the fuel tank. I really like to get some of the power out of this and, you know, use that. So we're going to do this. I like how that contours to the actual shape of that block instead of it just being like, hey, placed on the flat panel somewhere, because the block technically fills that whole spot. And I think I got it. Yep, I got it. No core present. Time to get me a core and start figuring out. I think that might be that Zirax I'm hearing that was stuck where he couldn't find me. Polar snow. I thought I saw some kind of snow. Yeah. Alright. So, drone base is technically done. You know, it's out of commission. No power till I pop my own core in. Which I'm only going to do because I want to get good blocks out of it. There we go. Look at that. Oh, actually, you know, I think I've got a stack. No, I don't. Look at that. I can toss that there. And I need another core. Let's just swap in my own core. I'll take half a stack there. Yeah, that Zirax got to be the one stuck over there, so I'm not going to worry about him. When I fly away, I'll target him and, you know, put him out of his misery. Since apparently he's probably just walking along face first into the wall. And where can I put this? You know what? Best place, right in the middle, right? You know, underneath. The elevator! Haha! So now, it's time to get supplies. Let's check power. Yeah, okay. 88! How do they function with just 88 power? How does it work with just 88 power? Seriously. At so little power. I mean, are they just constantly pumping more into it? Like, oh crap. Todd, go put some more power in there. We're about to run out again. Alright, there is no, or well, little chance of me being killed now. So you can stop holding your breath, hoping for me to die hilariously. It's not going to happen at the moment unless Mr. Zirax up there finds a way to fall in without dying. It's always possible. I'm not putting anything past them at this point. I'm going to grab all these nice little goodies. And take with me. So yeah, now let's get the it could happen, yes. It very well could happen. I could still have him jump in on top of me like a kamikaze style thing. Like if he survives the fall, he'll finish me off. But he's going to kamikaze swan dive and try to shoot me in the head on the way down. That could happen. I doubt it, but it's a possibility. I don't know what the devs have snuck in at this point. That actually would be a funny thing for them to sneak in, like a little kamikaze approach. If all the other Zirax are dead, he decides to take his own life in, you know, act of honor and jump down to kill you, even if you are way below him and the fall will kill him. He'll do it anyway, you know, just to redeem his honor, and I just broke that whole section there. Great! And I don't have a way now to get up there. Oh, come on, man. Now I'm going to have to, like, go a different way to get up top. I haven't even been up that way yet. Like, there's this. I haven't even been up here. Be quiet not to distract me from the fight. Most people usually just don't want to be quiet. They want to, you know, everybody's chatting. I try to keep tabs on the chat, but I also make sure to focus on this. But now we are in a good spot where everybody can chat. Oh, and I broke a light off. Alright. Well, you have no power. You have no power. And I don't see any Zirax. I also have no light. There we go. Give me some good supplies. Thank you. Alright. Not getting everything, just getting all the really good stuff, you know. I don't need to have that much steel plate, you know, combat steel plate, things like that. I just need to have some decent supplies right now, and getting the electronic stuff, getting anything that might actually have some decent supplies still will work. I'm getting the railings just because it saves me. Oh! Alright, I have seen green slimes, but I have not seen a white slime. And now I've got a dead white slime. So they have a polar variation now, or is it just from the snow falling that he's turned white? Because it says medium rain, polar snow. I'm assuming there'd be some kind of snow mixed in with this. That's just an ugly troop transport. Look at that texturing. Come on, guys. Be a little bit classier. Have some pride in how you roll up to the battlefield. Alright. So. Oh, I have ammo boxes? No, nothing I can get on that. That's right. Well, I've got me a nice place to strip apart later. It's still trying to, it's still trying to produce more troop transports. And I almost forgot about these over here. Yay. Can't remember if there is one on this side too. Yes, there is. And I am full on supplies again, so I'll come back. Slime Santa. I don't know if he was Santa for the slimes. I mean, what is he gonna give the other slimes for toys if they are good? And how does a slime determine another slime has been good? Oh, you didn't slime any, you know, peaceful creatures this year. Here you go. Here's a piece of fruit. It's more like, I don't know, an albino slime. Let's see if we can find another one. I'd like to find more of those. I'm going to go with albino slime. He, you know, he's out wandering on his own here in the polar region because he blends in here. Everywhere else, they make fun of him. You know, he goes, hangs out with the other green slimes, like, dude, what's wrong with you? Why are you all white? Why aren't you green like us? Get out of here. So he left in shame, came out here to live, and found out he actually has an advantage here. You know, out here, he blends in. Alright, what we got? Come on, give me something better than just multi-tools. It's not like I need 18 multi-tools from a single location. Alright, I think that's all the cargo containers. Other than like the armor, you know, well, not armor lockers, but the regular lockers inside here. Yeah, I got these. Oh, and this is where that Zirax is. I hear him. I'll get all this out. Take your beds away. No sleep for you. Bad troops. I actually forgot to come up here. Well, take your showers. You're dead. You don't need to be clean. Alright. Let's see. Where to go now and find more stuff that I might have missed? Oh yeah, cargo boxes here to get. Nah. I went through the bottom side, did not go through the rest of the top side. Alright, that should be it, except for my little spot here, which I really don't need to strip out from underneath my ship. That would kind of be a bad idea. Alright. So, drone base complete. For the most part, I might come get some more blocks from it later, but for now, that was the important stuff. That's all the good stuff. I can turn around and take all this, you know, get some good resources out of it. Let's get our movement set up and because of this, I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna shoot you. And now, let's find this guy. Oh, wait. Is that him? Yep. Oh, there's his other buddy. Finally saw me. Sitting here. So I had two of them, and I'm flipping all over the place. On my bad flying habits. Never fly a commercial with me. I'll wreck us all. Alright, let's go get you more goodies. And, oh yeah, we'll repair this real quick. And then my drone, or my troop transport. My dead drone response unit. That was not that beneficial. Alright, let's go. So I still may have... I got the glass up top I can get. That's not that big of a deal. Oh yeah, where's... Okay. I don't see it in the distance that readily. There we go. Time to get this. I have... Oh. Who's shooting? Where are you shooting from? That you there? Oh. Hey now. I see you glinting. You like wander along for some reason. I'm not sure what would be glinting on them. I think that's got them. Alright. Give me your stuffs. Big explosive. Left a crater. One Zirax dead from that. Seems like an inefficient way to take care of them. Alright, now, it's been a little while since I've dealt with one of these. Oh, there we go. Yep, there was a spawner. There's a spawner. There's a spawner. Now, I think the invisible spawner is the one in the middle, if I remember correctly. Alright, we're gonna try to land this evenly enough. I think I got it. I think I am good. My landing gear count for absolutely nothing right here, parked this way, but hey, I can get to everything. I need to adjust my visuals a bit. Alright, let's toss the drone out to get his goodies. R2-D2. R2-D bag. Dead there. And pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you shoot a Zirax with a rocket, or set of rockets, and instead of killing them all, they just stroll right out of the crater. You might kill one, and if you don't kill that one, they just literally walk out of the crater like it's nothing. And yeah, I've got some Zirax down below. That's fine. I'm going to core this really quick. So it's mine. It's my base. Get out. Zirax not welcome here. You know what? Yeah, toss that in, toss that in, toss that in. There we go. Toss in my food, which I kind of need to eat a little bit. There we go. Nice and yummy. Ah! Don't even have to worry about it. Oh! Duh! Left my core. My claim to owning this, and wow, look! We've got actually a good set of enemies here. Too bad you can't headshot the mechanoids so readily. I'm gonna go up a little closer. Just, you know, not too close. Just close enough. Maybe get this guy. Maybe get this guy before they, like, hey! Or not. Hi! Hello! Look at me! See, the Zirax would shoot it. If they were, you know, paying attention correctly. Pew. Oh, and I hear Zirax close still. That's so much easier. Come on. I can get you at least. It doesn't really make the sound that readily, but I get you. Oh! Come on! I was right there! In hard mode, they move pretty fast. Well, you know. They're not moving very fast when they're sitting there bugged, like, I don't know what to do. I still didn't get my core. Jeez. Ah! I fell all the way. Well, while I'm down here, let's check these. Nice supply containers that they don't need anymore. I like how this already has damage to it before I got here. Like, seriously, guys, are you not repairing your, you know, damage to the base? Ooh, did I put that right spot? Yes, it did. Thank you. Ah. And bingo. There we go. All right, that night vision goggles. Ugh, I'm getting so sick of them. Like, seriously, I don't need that many night vision goggles. I need somebody that wants to, you know, buy them off of me. And again, I did it yet again. I forgot my core. I keep forgetting to grab my core. I get distracted by the all the goodies I'm getting from this. It's also -6 degrees right now. Little chilly. At least I'm not getting an alert saying you're freezing to death. There we go. We'll pop this core in. Actually, you know, I need to kill them anyway first. Best place to put the core is going to be down below anyway. Alright, come on, you heard me. Oh, just one of you. Let's see if I can catch you walking past. Oh, you stopped. Ha ha ha. I had him lined up, and as soon as I come around the corner and try to start shooting, he ducks. Immediately, like he knew I was there, but he didn't. He just kind of like ducked coincidentally at that moment. Come on, place it there. There we go. Look at that. All lit up. And now, let's see how much power I actually get off this one. 106. This has more power than the drone base had at the moment that I took it over. Because, you know, this needs a lot more power than the drone base. Ah, and that container. There we go. At least I'm not getting an endless supply of auto miner cores on this trip. Or got more than enough of those. Like I'm pretty sure once I hit about 50 auto miner cores and make 50 auto miners in the long run, I should be able to take most of a planet out in one trip. Like, oh hey, I'm just gonna fly around the planet, put down 50 auto miners, and end up using like 30 of them, 36 of them. But oh hey, that's all of them. Maybe a planet with really small resource deposits, but a large number of them, yes. Might need more than that. I feel like once I have 50 auto miners, I should be pretty good. I don't need all the extra cores past that point. Alright, so good stuff there. Yes, they are a pain to maintain, especially since the, you know, they changed it to the depletion. It's weird that it doesn't show you how much is left on a resource deposit. What I've noticed, now that I've actually gone to a few deposits that depleted, is it basically just as you approach, you hear that final cracking sound of the deposit breaking because it's been completely emptied. And once you hear that sound, then it's like, oh hey, now the deposit is gone. You've got it all. It went from 100 to 0 immediately. And that makes it irritating. You don't know how much power you're gonna need. I might do some research into figuring out power requirements for, you know, based around the size of a resource deposit. You know, if we could still see the exact amount in each resource deposit, not large, medium, but this is a, you know, 1200 resource deposit. Be like, oh great, I know how much power to use. And that got damaged. They're trying to break in and get at me. My armor's still good too. I'm good right now. Okay, so that's 3 locations conquered in just over an hour. I can't even remember if I got everything out of the armory. I know I was doing stuff in the armory. Drones came after me. I wanted to collect stuff from them. Got attacked by the drone base. Finished taking out the turret so I could go get the drone, you know, carcasses and get supplies from them, and then they despawned. And then I got attacked again by Zirax. So, yeah, I'm assuming I still have some stuff here I need to get. Yes, I have cargo containers to take. You know, it actually is almost faster to do it like this and just shift F to take all, except the bottom container, then, you know, they stack, and sometimes when things stack on top of each other, it makes it a little bit more difficult to actually target the one you're targeting, or wanting to target, that is. I'll just do it this way. Let's see what all we get. Plenty of ammo for, you know, a change. That's helpful. Kind of getting away from using ammo in the deconstructor factory just because I'll use it at some point, other than the minigun ammo. The minigun ammo I really am not using, and I get plenty of that from the base attack drones, or I was getting plenty of that since they stopped coming after me all the time. That's not helping anymore, but oh yeah, good amount of ammo for other stuff now. And I click that. Okay. Alright. And I haven't been in this one. I'll get as much as I can of the actual container contents before I have to run back up. Containers will stack easily. It's the other goodies. Oh. Alright, let's see if I can get the rest of this. Nope. There's one. I think this side. Yep. Hello. Thanks for joining us, Mark. You've missed the big majority of it, unfortunately. We've taken out the supply station, armory, and drone base already in just over an hour. I am being very productive today with my attack on everything. Oh, we actually now have a second cargo box full of stuff. I still have more. So much more to get. I'll take the shortcut. This one, there we go. Alright, containers. Now let's start getting glass. Yep, done. Done. Check all of these. Kind of glitched for a moment there. Shot forward really fast. I think I got them all. Yeah. There we go. So good supplies for taking back to the capital vessel, not the base. Base is no longer a big thing for me. Oh, and I missed the corner pieces. Like getting glass panels, that the window blocks, that helps. Good source for, you know, silicon parts, or, you know, stuff that silicon's used for. Let's see, that is everything useful out here, I believe. I'm pretty sure the pedestals here are just, yeah, like that. Oh, I'll get power. Oh, I didn't do it. Oh, and that's, yeah, okay, whatever. It's not that much in power anyway. We already know that. Okay, I think I've already got the other ones. Looking for any spots that might be harboring. Hidden containers. Yep, not there. Or, you know, hidden generators. Alright, got one there. That's where I came down. Okay. I think that's pretty much all the really good stuff out of each one. You know, we'll take the lot. Might as well take the light. We'll take a light here. Look at that. Oh, got a light. Got a light, or flare. Yay, little, you know, things. Alright, yeah, that's it. That's enough. Enough of that. I'm not gonna worry about the smaller stuff. I've got a ton of everything else. So it's time to start heading back. Now we've got 40 people in the chat. We're missing some of our creators, I think, in terms of the people I know would jump on an opportunity like this. I have a design suggestion, or if anybody already knows of a design they would like to tell me about, that'd be great. But I am doing some testing on small vessels right now to find better suited vessels, something for this. But I also have an idea in terms of a very simplified base design, because deconstructors are really useful now in the game for breaking down components like this to get better return on parts than putting it straight into factory. I want a very basic base that is just for a portable deconstructor, something that you could throw the deconstructor on until they have it where it works in the CV. And as far as I'm aware, the CV model has not been added yet. I will check when we get back to the capital vessel. But having something like that, just a portable base, if you can make it work solar powered, that'd be awesome. You know, just a base you plop down. All it is to promote, or, you know, to help with powering and using a deconstructor. You just go in there, plop it down next to your capital vessel on a planet. Solar powered, great. If it needs fuel, throw some in. And throw in all your materials, let it just sit there and deconstruct like crazy. Great way to process resources that you gather from points of interest on a planet. That, like, you sweep through the planet, go on to the next one. Okay, I'm going to be here for a while letting the auto miners go. I'm going to set up this little portable deconstructor, let it run, processing everything from the previous planet until I am finished with this place. Just a suggestion. I think that'd be kind of a cool thing. You might be right, you know, Blitzy, it could be just specifically leaving them out of capital vessels, so you have a reason to use a base later in the game anyway. And Mark, yeah, if you would, if you want to come up with that, and hey, even the deconstructor furnace, that will work too. You know, I'm not a big fan on the furnace, but maybe making a core that can be like, it's because they're the same size, have it where here's the structure and then you just put the deconstructor or furnace in, whichever one's your preference, what you need. It could be just basically modular, throw it in, or you'll put the base down and then you just add whichever one of those components you need to the base, so you can have multiple ones stacked in the area. You know, here's like 2 deconstructors and a furnace. You just toss all your stuff in. Vertical ships. Well, again, I don't think we can really use the deconstructor in the vertical ships, CV or whatever. Now, if you want to come up with a vertical ship or recommend a vertical ship for an SV that I might can use in terms of fighting style, you know, fighter ship type thing, I'll take a look at it. I'm looking for something that basically what I want is to get rid of the exposed cockpit. I want to have it where maybe a very small strip of glass, so if I wanted to, I could look out through the front and kind of pilot that way. But for the most part, I just want to have it where it's a well-protected cockpit. So what happened last live stream gameplay, where my cockpit got blown up, does not happen so readily. And, you know, maybe like, I mean, I am taking stuff apart right now, getting stuff and putting into cargo space. have some cargo storage. I like to have at least one fridge, maybe two, you know, if I might need a fridge later on, you know, that'd be useful to add. But just a little bit of storage inside. Main thing is protected cockpit, and I want 3 different spots for weapons. I want 12 weapon mount points. A cockpit with another glass cockpit over it would solve that. Well, I could always throw just a cockpit right inside behind the existing cockpit and just use the interior one to fly around. But I am looking for a new small vessel design that will work well and is not too expensive to repair or completely replace should it take heavy damage. I want something like I used to be able to use, where I could fly pretty much the entire circumference of the planet, taking out every sentry turret on every point of interest, and then coming back to the capital vessel and then just using, say, like a utility small vessel or something like that with a lot of storage to go from point of interest to point of interest, gathering up the supplies. And yeah, this crooked angle is throwing me off. There we go. Okay. And turn off that. I'll leave the power on for a moment because I don't know how soon some of that food might just, you know, suddenly decide to spoil. It sometimes happens with the game. Now, turn it off. And we'll start with this. Well, yeah, I could put like a cockpit right here. It just means I won't be able to walk around as readily. I might try that, but I am still going to look for basically another small vessel design as well, just to see if I find something I like better overall in terms of that type of setup. Oh, so it might be that the turrets are stronger because it's part of the storyline aspect. That's a possibility. You know, there's always a possibility for anything like that to be the case. I did notice the red firing sentry turrets are much faster now to lock on to you, and their shots move quicker. They seem to have a better targeting range too. I remember I was trying to get the screenshot earlier for today's live stream picture thumbnail, and I wasn't even close enough to see the turret, and they were already shooting at me as I was flying in trying to get a good view of them. So they seem to have a little bit better range now too, that's for sure. And I need to just start tossing the hot beverages in somewhere else. I have too many of them. And you know what, we'll eat. Oh, so they are a lot stronger. That would make sense to make it, I mean, especially for storyline purposes. You want it to be not so easy as everything else. But we will see when we get to other planets if it's the same type of issue or not. I may just end up modifying that design and using that one, because it does have plenty of storage. I mean, way more than I really need in a single trip out of doing work. And I like the way it looks. It looks nice, but, you know, we're always getting new designs added to the workshop. Surely I'll find something somewhere that might be a better option. One thing about the workshop showcases, I'm always looking at new designs. I may find something that takes the place of one of these in terms of my preference for use. And so much medium armor from that run. That is so nice. Always nice to have plenty of medium armor. Chainsaw, more hot beverage. Try to make sure I don't just throw in stuff that I really actually need to be, like this is stuff for deconstructor. That's what I need in here. And not other, like, build components. Building components go over this way. Does make it a pain to have to sort everything, but keeping things organized means I don't have to worry about looking for something specific. I know where it's going to be. Just a pain to put everything away at times. Let's see. Yes. And you see, I have a ton of fusion cells now. I have plenty of fusion cells going in. I'm going to toss that in there. That helps. Oh yeah, I did miss this. I'm actually getting a good bit of supplies. And you see, I still have 38 auto miner cores. I think I'm right around, after this, I will have at least 50 that I've received from the planet and from the moon. So I've got a lot of auto miner cores to make use of. And it's I think there will be a point where I eventually will not have to worry at all about manually harvesting anything, period. It's just keeping tabs. As you say, you know, they're a pain to manage. So you have to constantly go back and try to keep tabs on them. And yeah, that's going to go in production. Antibiotic. Oh, man, you know what? I'll just toss that over here. I need to have me a little box for just my medical stuff somewhere. All this excessive medical supplies that I keep getting. I'll put the hydrogen bottle away for now just so I can get more supplies out. I do have a need for them back in the base. So a base with 10 constructors, 10 furnaces, 10 deconstructors. That would save time. It also would depend on the fact that, you know, how hard is it going to be to take it all back apart? Because in the end, if I completely strip mine a planet, you know, every resource deposit, every point of interest, got all of the supplies I need from them. There's nothing left for me on the planet or the moon or the asteroid, you know, region. Have everything I need. I'm leaving. I'm not coming back. I'll be gone and not have any reason to set foot back on that planet. So I don't want to just leave a base like that. I'd want to break it down. So it depends on how easy it would be to break down too. That would save time on production, but I think in the end, maybe 10 of each would be overkill. Like, I would have to go and plant it down at the beginning of a new planet and just let it run the entire time on the planet. And I don't think I would be able to gather enough supplies from the planet to even make full use of that. Plus, I mean, that's a lot of power you're going to have to put in to keep all of that stuff running. So that might be a bit overkill, really, for that kind of thing. But, you know, maybe like a furnace, a deconstructor, and an advanced constructor could be useful in a portable version. The reason I said maybe doing a setup where it's the core element of it, it's the, you know, the surrounding part, then you just add in what you want to use. Not, oh, I'm going to throw in, you know, maybe you don't like using furnaces. It's not your style. You just prefer using advanced constructor. Just have the space open. You say, I'm going to throw an advanced constructor in here and be done with it. That gives you a little bit of versatility then. And, oh, I'm going to start using some of those up. You know, making it modular means it'll appeal to more people, having that space there. You can just say, hey, this will produce enough solar power that you can produce, you don't have to power the whole base itself. It'll produce its own power the whole time it's running, even with a deconstructor running. To me, that's really useful. That means simple setup, simple teardown, and you just have that one thing. You don't have to worry about using any Promethean packs, fusion cells, anything like that to maintain it. It just goes. Almost 1,200 money card from that. They're not exactly getting paid very well over there. Zirax are very low paid workers. Makes me kind of feel sorry for them a bit. Yeah, if you play differently, you're like, hey, I just want to use the furnace to keep the constructors busy on other stuff. Yeah, that's fine, but usually I'm not producing that much at a time. And, you know, if you're producing, like, let's say you're smelting everything you have into bars, it takes up more space for the bars in your inventory than the raw ore. It may save you time in the long run, because you don't have to go and smelt anything then at that point, but space-wise, it's not very space conservative. You'll use up more space by holding it in there as bars. Just putting it in as the raw ore is much more compact. Because you double, basically. You use 5 ore to produce 10 bars. So you basically are doubling everything when you produce it all straight into the bars for everything. So, alright, copper, alright, or iron. Iron bars, yep. Really didn't get much in the way of unrefined ores. Mostly actual ore, or bars, and processed materials, which is, you know, nice. I mean, it saves me some trouble in the end. And again, you know, it goes back to how you play. If you don't mind having a lot of storage, like I said earlier, I want to kind of cut this down to where I'm not using up this. I want to actually get this all down to 1 cargo 32 for just the resources like that, the bars. And so I'm definitely going to be worried about conserving space that way rather than just having it, you know, everything already made into bars and taking up more space. But, you know, if you want to have a lot of storage, cargo boxes, everything like that, that's your preference. Go right ahead. Play your way. I'm not saying I'm anybody's right or wrong. It's just the way I play. I try to be a little bit more space efficient, especially since originally I would have like 3 cargo boxes full of Arrestum ore because of the auto miners not depleting. But now they deplete, that's going to be a whole different story. I'm just not constantly needing the resources like that to constantly build more and more. So I'm not worried about, you know, needing to go ahead and process everything quickly and have it ready to go well in advance. Let's see. Alright, I actually did get some ore. Iron ore. Iron ore. Placing in my cargo box. I was going to try to be funny with the song. It did not work. Yep, none of that. Really? Did I already get the Arrestum? Or I guess I must have. And no more ore. If you could get solar power to cover 60 constructors and 6 constructors or whatever, yeah, go for it. I don't know if that's going to work. That's a lot of power consumption when they're all actively running. But if you can make it work, I will definitely check it out. I just don't think that's going to work. That's a lot of power consumption from that kind of stuff. Alright, let's see. How many auto miner cores? Just 2. 2 today. That's all. Maybe they realized they were giving me too much, and they adjusted around it. Oh, yep, I've got room for pentaxid there. I do need to reorganize this too. I don't have enough of these. I'm going to need 8 cargo boxes. I'm going to shift some stuff around. May actually need more in steel plate. And hardened steel plate spots. Because those are really filling up now. I'm not deconstructing my hardened steel plate because I don't need that much sathium at the moment. I just have more than enough in regards to that. And I missed my generator and that. Ammo. I really hope we eventually get like an auto sorting type mechanism in the game. That would be awesome. Just be like, hey, you know, I need this to go here. And be done with it, you know. Pop it in, or make it where everything can be connected, like I said. And, you know, you just toss everything in, and everything's linked together like it is in Planet Nomads, because that is so easy once you get it all set up. You just toss it in any cargo box, and it's all in the same storage system, and everything's available. I love that part of Planet Nomads. It makes it so easy. You don't have to really organize all that much once you get everything set up right. Here, organizing helps, so you know where to look when you need something. Alright, what do I have left? Yeah. Okay, all over here. And I'll go take some stuff out to the deconstructor. I do have my deconstructor still going in the old base remnant. That's one of the last things I have going there right now, is just to keep processing these things so I don't have a huge, massive stockpile of stuff like this. And I can actually get resources out of it. There we go, that. Alright. Let's take all the multi-tools. Pulse laser, I will save. I will save that because it might be useful later on. I will get all the multi-tools that I do not need. Chainsaw too. I take no chainsaw. You know, I can't break down the stupid night vision goggles. Ugh. I think all the rest of the stuff, we got plenty of cargo boxes too. I don't need stacks and stacks and stacks of cargo boxes. I've got more than enough for those. Take generator. Take armored doors because I've got plenty of those. Don't need the ventilators. I got plenty. Solar panels. Take those. Yeah, I like that. I might keep the force fields for now. We'll take the stairs. Artillery turret, keeping. Small ammo box. Why not? I've got plenty of those as well. When an SV can pick up an HV and take it back to base. If they ever create that aspect, I will be so happy. I'm actually looking forward to doing something in that style with Planet Nomads. Because there are some designs that people have made for having like a transport system for cargo boxes, where the cargo box is attached a certain way, and you basically just go in and kind of pick it up like a forklift and transport it. That is one thing I'm liking with Planet Nomads compared to this, is some of the creativity in terms of how things work. That's why the challenge for this month's Creator Challenge is to see if you can come up with a utility style design. Something that we don't really have in the game. If you could come up with a way to actually grab and transport a hover vessel with a small vessel by some mechanism, that would be awesome, because then you could have that as being the only one on the workshop that actually works to transport a hover vessel around using an SV. And while it may bounce around a bit and not be the precise way we want it to work, you could do that. You know, it'd be kind of cool to see that happen and have somebody say, like, I did this. I made a small vessel able to carry a hover vessel. And there you go. You got utility that's not in the game right now and that we desperately need in the game. I need to do some repairs on this. Now here comes the fun part. Trying to maneuver this in easily enough. Because this happens. That's the problem with the tank having the entire front section enclosed where you cannot see anything. It's getting it to work with you when you're trying to move the tank out of the way or line it up right. It doesn't really work with the third person. It kind of moves it around everything. You can technically, if you want to send the blueprint, you can send it in a message on Discord. I just have to copy it into my my blueprints folder specifically. I have to go and manually put in. The other option is you put it, of course, on the workshop and say, here's my design for creating this. And oh, I had that set to just repair, not to template. When you go to template, let's see how much it's going to take to fix it. Come on. 4 iron bars, and it said 3 for putting it back to full health. So we'll take 7 iron bars. And that will fix that. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem with it turned all wonky like that. Alright, start the repair. I can walk around on the force field, the repair force field. Wait, I don't hear it. Oh, there it goes. Just takes a second for it to realize it's finished. Repair blocks. 99%. That's close enough, but hopefully this will fix that part. Let's see. How's my ammo? 26 rockets. I think I have some more now. Right? Yeah, oh, perfect! Exact match, 50. Oh, and projectile rounds. I need those. I need plenty of those. Because we can actually use them here. That's kind of where I'm stockpiling all my projectile rounds for now. I added sentry guns to the back of this. I'm going to leave that in here for right now. I'm going to do some modifications to it. But I added sentry guns to the back of this. So when I am landed somewhere else, it'll protect me from the predators around the area. Except those invisible ones that like to, you know, hunt you for sport. I also put some on the front of the ship, which I might be repositioning. Just because, one, I'm really not going to be going out the front ground level entrance that much. And two, I want to add the drill lasers up front so I can use this for mining. I've already put the harvest cargo bots in. I need to find a way to fit the drill lasers in effectively. And I might be taking those out so I could put them right along that side. So, you'll send me the device for the deconstructor base. Alright, I'll check it out. So, let's see. We have, oh, you know what I need to do? Probably check my plant harvest. Because I can make another round of 4 MREs. Which I have not even, I'm not even close to needing to eat the MREs yet. I am never going to need the MREs at this point. I have too much in terms of just everything food-wise. But, you know, I'll keep making MREs because that way I'll always have a stockpile going. And that makes use of the food production I have going. Look at this. So much. Energy bar. Salami. Sandwiches. I mean, meat burger. Pizza. Grilled steaks. I got so much stuff. That's just that one fridge. I got other stuff in the other one that's for processing I haven't used yet. So I did fix, which I pointed out earlier. I did add all the turrets to this, so I am prepared if I need to go out. I've got 2 plasma turrets. You know, so I got my nice big artillery turret. And then I have all the rocket turrets, and they should all be set correctly. I actually did have to change things up when I repaired this at one point to the template because it messed up the groupings I had set up, even though they were part of the template. You know what? Let me just go ahead and save the template again, just to make sure. But basically, yeah, they should be, like, base attack is the turrets, the rocket turrets, plasma turret, artillery turret. Because that's the heavier stuff. And then the... Where is it? Drone attack... There. I don't know why it's been moved all the way up. It didn't get moved up. But 4 minigun turrets for drones. That's really all you need for drones with this. I mean, the rockets can help. But if the drones are moving, the rockets may miss. The miniguns are going to hit much more readily. And so basically that, yeah, takes care of drones and predators. So I am set in terms of that. And of course with the mobility preset there, the little group makes it very fuel efficient. Same thing with this. Mobility makes it so fuel efficient. And I've got 4 spots here. Like I said, I think I want to put rail guns in. And the reason for that is now, it used to be the rail guns were just big bullets. You know, that's all it was. But now you can actually, they actually explode. And I tested them out some recently, looking to see what would be might be the best weapon ammo type combo for my SV for combat purposes. And these will fire fast. There's very quick travel time, and now that they explode, they do a decent bit of damage. You know, 2,780 damage from a railgun bullet. You put 4 of those on a SV, you're getting over 10,000 damage, right there. So, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to switch to those, and I might actually have some. Maybe. I don't think I have dismantled anything in the deconstructor, but apparently not. So, I will have to do some double checking, but yeah. That's what I've got going right now. That's everything. And God, we're not even 2 hours in. I've already cleared so much stuff here. I've got that deposit. I've got 2 there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's it. I think I've got, 8 constructors on the planet, and I've got almost as many on the moon right now. And it's just so slow and tedious even this way, but it's also still less tedious than me driving around the whole planet and moon trying to harvest them with a drill laser or even a small HV. I do have some new HVs and stuff like that I want to look at doing. We'll talk about that for a moment, because I don't think he's with us. I haven't seen him in the chat so far that I can remember, but Atlas Gaming has sent me some designs to check out. When I suggested a POI buster design of a hover vessel or small vessel to fit inside a point of interest and kind of help you maneuver around, maybe get to the core quicker, he sent me some designs. He also has a very interesting carbide, combine top design for harvesting a lot of trees, which I've played with a little bit. That's the Atlas Buzzsaw. It works really well. It's really fast at harvesting trees. I actually kind of think I want to have one of those just so I can actually, drop it in on a planet and harvest trees really quickly when I need to. I'll probably still get more trees here. I've also started looking at some of these. I want a, as good as this thing is, the Nubis, for defending myself, it's not the most maneuverable when it comes to dismantling a point of interest. So I'm actually looking at testing some different harvesting sleds. There's this one, POI harvesting sled, which is pretty interesting. It's very wide though. It's got defense on it. It seems, I think from my memory of it, it's a bit more for more than one person. And then I've got this one, the Harvey POI salvage truck, which has a nice look to it as well. I'm probably going to build some of these soon and start testing them out in here on the live streams rather than just being like for a showcase type thing, because some of these are, it would be a very short showcase video. And actually, how much do I have right now in my factory? Plenty of everything but the neodymium. That's what I'm missing. And then copper. Cobalt, yeah. So, okay, let's see. Let's pick one of these. You know what? I like the look of the Harvey. Let's send it. So I need 10 neodymium and 200, or 194 copper, but we'll just do like 200. I've got plenty of copper. Actually, we'll do more. I'll just go ahead and dump it in, and then, where's my neodymium? Yep. We won't put quite as much in case I need that for doing more in terms of the, constructors. And of course, I said I would not make us wait for design to finish. But at the same time, we do have a little bit. We have enough time for this one. So I will leave it up to you. Let's get the chat going again, because it's been very kind of slow today on the chat. Especially compared to our creative challenge chat. But if you want me to go ahead and set it up to go ahead and use the finished blueprint design so we can test this hover thing out as a vessel for harvesting the points of interest quicker, I will do it. If you want me to just wait for it to finish, I will wait. But yeah, I said at the beginning, anything that was going to take like 50 hours or whatever, we'll use the command, because I am not waiting for 50 hours of gameplay to pass. That is one thing they need to fix in this game for single player mode. You're feeding your redheads. Okay. Finish blueprint? Fine. We will finish blueprint. Apparently something going on with my Nemesis design. But there we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and test this one out. I don't really have a POI close by, or close enough to really jump in there, but I like the wheels look. That looks really nice. It's actually a really clever look to it. Like, really clever, nice little attempt. Looks like a, construction truck. And it docks to the back, so not to the side. So I'll have to dock it. Ooh, I'm gonna have to dock it facing the other way. So that's gonna be interesting. Let's see, we've got a medic station, which is useful. So one multi-turret there. A simple minigun turret, which, you know, ideally at this point, you're using this. You've already cleared the area, hopefully. I think once you take out, like, take over certain things, it, like, take over the points of interest, the random parties, the groups, stop spawning in so much. We've got a switch on it, too. That's interesting. What is the switch for? Let's look. Let's see. Lever. Where's my signal? Harvest access. It just says harvest access. Alright, well, we need to put some power in it. Yeah. Drawing ideas for the base. I'm assuming you mean the base that we talked about, the little base concept for, you know, modular one. We'll just use this. Why not? Let's go and test it out. I may end up deconstructing it. You know, breaking it apart completely. You don't know. Let's, alright, so, oh, okay. Lever. That, oh. Wow, okay, that's nice. That is a clever catch to the design. That's really nice. Just go out, harvest everything, and then when you need it, you come back, just, you know, park, and be like, oh, yeah, get this. Problem is, if it's going to dock, it docks. I'll have to dock it facing this way, which means it's going to kind of be deploying out this side instead. What do I have here? Constructors, okay. And we got 2 constructors. Is there a constructor access? No, ammo box right there. So if you do want, you know, F-type access to it, not using control panel for everything, you do have that. I like it. It looks nice. It's got a nice set of features to it. I will be taking some ammo for it. I'm not going to go out without any ammo in it. 15mm bullets. I think I've got a few of those. Yep, I've got some 15mm. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do the whole stack. Not like I'm not going to get more of them. There we go. And we're going to add in the 15mm bullets. Oh yeah, let me do this so I can actually see. Now it does feel a little weird having the harvest modules over to the side, but it works. So now, wreckage. It's not really a good test, but it is a test. Colony. I have not really taken that out yet. Helix. I mean, I'm just gonna get parts. I just want to see how well it works for future reference. All right, very slow turning rate, which, you know, it's a sled. Probably not meant to be that fast anyway. Oh, this is painfully slow for turning though. Not good in the maneuverability aspect. Not liking that. Let's go. We'll take this wreckage apart. If it doesn't go very quickly with this, we'll see how it does going, like, to get there. So a little slower in some cases than like my super fast. Oh, already being attacked. And of course I cannot turn fast enough to target it, right? Am I chopping you? I don't know if I'm chopping you or not. I'm kind of getting, you know, I've got dinosaurs running under me. Oh, I'm gonna die to dinosaurs because I cannot maneuver quickly enough. I think I got, oh, no I did not. Haha. I killed them with the choppers. Did I get you too? Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, this is definitely not something that is going to work super well against predators. You're just going to get attacked and be unable to turn and maneuver very quickly. I'm not liking this. I don't know why the mouse shows further. It did that recently in the last gameplay. For some reason, it's acting weird like that. I've checked and I cannot find anything in my settings. There's nothing I changed. It just suddenly started doing that with one of the live streams. So I really don't know on that. Something changed with one of the updates, I guess. Oh yeah, I need to be in this anyway. What am I doing? Multi-turret. It'd be nice if it was all organized properly too, but see how maneuverable this is. I'm just gonna take it for steel plate just to see, because the idea of this, the reason I want something like this is to make it easier to go and take apart points of interest, because the Anubis not the best in maneuverability for getting into certain areas. Of course, this is not turning very well, so I don't think this is going to work for me. A little too sluggish to turn around and maneuver around a point of interest to get stuff. I might try adding some more RCS Unstoppable, but I also still have another design to try too at some point. So adding more RCS does not improve it well enough, does not make it feel better. I'll switch. I also still want to see if there's any other advantages this might offer me right now. I do like the harvest box enclosure thing. That's kind of fun. I'm not a fan right now of the way I'm going to have to dock it, though. I would definitely need to try and think differently on the docking pads. I don't want to be stuck kind of turned that specific way in my capital vessel to park. But, you know, it's typical multi-turret usage. It's going quickly taking everything apart. And why did I suddenly move? What was that? Did something crawl under me? I guess it was a piece of the base made me flip around a bit. Alright, that's enough. We'll have to leave something for me to test with the other design. Or I might wait and move my capital vessel somewhere else and test with it. It's so slow on the turn. I'm definitely going to add some more RCS somewhere on it and test it later. But yeah, I want to find a good harvesting, POI harvesting sled. I've got stuff for taking them out. I can go in and get the small things, but if I really want to take apart an entire point of interest because I want the blocks and the steel plate, I need something good for that. Salvage pup. Could try that. I have used, the drill pup. I'll have to try that. I really don't need, if you're saying a multi-tool turret, then yeah, I could try that. If it's a multiple turret thing, I really don't think I need that. And oh yeah, this is even just the turning for raising it up to get onto the ramp is not working. Oh yeah, this needs more RCS by far. Can't even get it to let me raise up enough to get on. Oh, that's not a good thing for this design at all. Alright, this can sit outside. It can just sit here. Then, I don't really need anything from inside it. I just wanted to test it out. We got plenty done today. I didn't want to cut the stream too short, so. No, I'm gonna agree with Mark. I don't think the multi-turret works on planet with the CV version, because if it did, you wouldn't need hover vessel CV or a hover vessel multi-turret to use. Then it's meant to be like a space only turret on the CVs. So I'm going to look real quick. I don't think I have any HV. I do have some HV RCS. How about that? Oh yeah, plenty. I've actually got enough. We'll see if we can toss some on here. real quick and make it where I can actually get it inside. Because, yeah, that you know, left to right, up to down motion is very poor on this. Where can I put it? I think I'm gonna have to, like, go under it. May have to put it underneath everything. Let's see. Surely that's tall enough. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I've got all these spaces here. How about that? Maybe the creator left it open specifically for that purpose. Like, hey, the turning sucks. Add more RCS to it. We're gonna do that. We're gonna toss in. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. How about that? Perfect count. Oh yeah, look at that. Woo! Yeah. There we go. I made it in. So that's working now. Now I need to be able to see. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Because it's got to dock back this way. That is the only other thing about it that I'm not liking. Let's see. Alright. And of course, the switch is on this side now. That's such a cool thing. I'm gonna have to make it where it docks differently. There we go. I do like that part of the design. That's really cool. And I probably need to repair the damage from the stupid raptors. You just published a simple HV to drill and use multi-turret. I really don't need the drill on it. This is just strictly for getting points of interest broken down. That's really all I need it for. Because I may at some point need to go and get a lot of steel plate for something. Even though I already have a lot right now. So I would like to be able to be prepared for that with a nice smaller CV. Or HV, I mean. That I could just keep. Like, that doesn't take up much room. Look at that. That's really small. Sits right there in the edge. I could probably fit a drill pup in here too. Or, you know, another one. I could get that harvest sled and fit it there. And they can just kind of sit in the corner until I need them. And then I just run out and get stuff. The harvest module, that's only for the fact I need to chop trees down when I'm moving. Yeah, always check the last box you check. Or always the last box you check. I don't get why the ordering doesn't work, right? Like, you have to put it in a certain order for it to work. And usually I would have started with the top one, but I don't know. It is a very nice combination right here. It's a nice setup for it. It looks good. I like that access ramp. That is really nice. This has definitely got a kudos for the overall concept of the design. It definitely needed the extra RCS on it, and I will probably add maybe something else right here. Like, this feels like a work truck area, but I feel like it could use some more stuff right here. Maybe, you know, something else in that spot. It does have cargo boxes here, which is nice. And you can actually access either one from the outside. That's nice. You've got O2 station here. That's linked in. It's got a ventilator. I am not sure about that part. It has a ventilator. What is it ventilating? Like, does it ventilate the inside of the point of interest while I'm in there? Like, oh, hey, I'm gonna turn on the ventilator. It's gonna ventilate the entire building for me, this little one. It has a ventilator, and I don't know why. Just decorative? Yeah, I guess that's gotta be it, because it really is not going to work in any other purpose than that. Maybe it's like, that's the, oh, I bounced. Hey, I found a trampoline. I'm assuming maybe that's like the airflow for the engine is what we'll think of that. It's the cosmetic airflow for it. And I found a trampoline. You can trampoline, you can bounce, little bouncy house right there. in between those two spots. Oh, it's got little spikes there. Overall, I'm going to play with it some more. I might take it out there and get some more resources from those, you know, spots far in the distance. But my next big thing is going to be trying to figure out how to compress this down. I do have these extra boxes here that I'm not even using anymore. Other than this, I need to actually organize all that too. I'm going to be doing some reorganizing before next stream, I believe. Now, it's about to be morning. But I want to go ahead and check my deconstructor status. My power ran out. Did my power run out? Yes. It ran out from the deconstructor, but I've got enough power from solar that it still tries. So this is a good example to test with. Let's see how my production. I'm not producing much. I'm going to wait. I am going to wait and see for a moment. Let's see how the sunlight helps. How much better production gets like that. A wide stable HV. I'm not sure about a wide one. I am looking for I did say one about a really wide combine type HV, one for harvesting a big line of trees at once instead of just a little, you know, single tree or something like that. I wanted something that'll knock out like 10 trees at a time. I know I said that. I'm not sure about the wide HV part though. I am going to take, we'll take 10 of these because I will need some of that, and I do have some hydrogen balls I can use. May actually need to take some promethium at the moment. I do have promethium spots I need to go and set up harvesting on too. We could do that in a moment. I'll take the small vessel around and add some more. I might go ahead and make some more auto miners real quick, so I can get that going. But I just want to see. Let's see, because I have this running. It's not even running right now. Look at that. It stopped. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and toss that in anyway. This is completely stopped, other than trying to deconstruct. And I have the maximum amount of allowed solar panels. So we're going to do this. I'm going to take these, because I am still going to need more water. We'll do just 2 in each. That gives me 8 more hours of time for these to run. That will help. As long as I can run for about 8 hours, I'm good. Because I want to go ahead and stockpile a lot of water. And oh, I've already cleared those out. Those, yeah, I cleared those out before. Wrong thing to do. And I just messed that up. Alright. But yeah, I want to get plenty of water. I've got a lot of oxygen already made. Plenty of O2 canisters. I just want to have plenty of water, produce plenty of fusion cells. Oh, look, now it was holding on for a lot longer. It's not lasting very long. Let's see. Grill lights are off. We'll turn off the rest of the lights. I think I took... No, I didn't take the grill lights out. What else? Repair is gone. Turrets, basically. So yeah, 15 solar panels. It's not producing enough to keep this all going. We'll do that. Let's see. It's still not enough. That is... I don't think you're going to be able to do a completely solar-powered deconstructor. I would like to see that, but it doesn't seem like that's going to work. Alright, we'll toss in some more power for the base. Let's see, how long is that going to give me? 6 hours. That's plenty for this thing to continue. It's probably be a lot further along if it had not run into that problem. Ah, so much stuff. I might actually need to take some of this with me. Yeah, we'll take all that before I run out of space. Solar batteries. 1. I don't think that's the problem, because it's not producing enough solar power to even have excess to hit the battery. Like, it's using more power than it's actually producing by solar. And you can only do 15 solar panels on a base, period. That's the limit. And I either have 12 or 15. I can't remember if I ended up putting the last few in there. I might have left those off because I didn't have a way to make it lined up evenly. But yeah, it's still, it's producing less than like a megawatt of power, and it's using more than a megawatt of power, like more than 2 megawatts of power. And look at that, all the fusion cells there. And that reminds me, I never did turn on more fusion cell production. I need to go turn that on. That's going to be even more power consumption right there. That's not going to be 6 hours worth of power anymore. It could be, you know, well, dependent on the planet relative to, I guess, the sun, but also dependent on how close, like where the sun is in the sky. Like, it's already increasing my output based around the sun getting higher in the sky, but I have never had it put out a huge amount of power in comparison. And that's, you know, my output total based on having the fuel in there. So actually it is like 1 megawatt. I don't think I'm gonna be able to still have enough for that. I don't think I'll have enough, but and as far as solar efficiency per planet, I don't know. I have not actually been on another planet yet. Every time since they added the solar panels and we've been playing, I've had to restart the game because of changes with the rendering engine and everything, and I, you know, would once again be back to still the same planet that I start with. So I have not made it to another planet yet, but soon we will. We'll try it on another planet. But I think it's more based on maybe, you know, just the height of the sun in the sky. And then again, I mean, I don't know if they actually have anything in there regarding the distance from the, you know, the planet to the sun itself. But we can find out, like, if we go to, well, you know, we can go to Tarbis next. If we go there and use it, because you can see it's in a closer orbit. We'll see if we get some more power, maybe. Of course, I would have to build the same base structure, so it might be a good option for us to see if, you know, with the deconstructor furnace modular base, if you want to try doing that, you might want to try it on different planets based around orbit proximity to the sun, but also, like you're saying, their atmosphere density too. It could be that. It could be, you know, obviously height of the sun in the sky is going to make a difference, but I would try that when you are building and testing that. Try it on different planets based around like 2 planets to compare both the distance to the sun and maybe look at the atmosphere density. You also could try it on a moon, because the moon will have almost no atmosphere, or at least most of the moons are going to have no atmosphere. I mean, you know, the moon here is no atmosphere. Tarbis orbit, I don't have a moon. Let's see, Gorn moon, don't know yet, but it's probably going to be no atmosphere. So try it with the moon and see if that makes a difference. And that might help. That way you'll know, compared between the planet and the moon, if the atmosphere density makes a difference. And let's eat some food. You know what? Let's eat. I don't want to eat that. I want to make the best use of it I can. So we'll save the meat burger for next time. There we go. Alright, so things are picking up. Oh yeah, I was going to make auto miners. So, auto miner T3, that's all I'm doing now. So, 5 capacitor devices, 10 Zascosium alloy, 5 power coils. So, I'm keeping all that stuff over here. I'll actually have that, so I could do like 2 of those. I don't have enough power coils, but I do have quite a few flux coils. And what was the other one? The capacitor device. I only have 4 capacitor devices. I'm not getting that many now, since I don't get the drone attacks anymore. Yeah, see, that's the thing is like my CV, once I build a CV like this, the reason I held out long enough to build a CV this size is it becomes my base. I really don't need a base. And that's probably the way most people play. So adding in the deconstructor that's only available on a base and probably only ever be available on a base, you end up being stuck having to actually have a base again. And that means you need something like what we're talking about, a drop pod base for deconstructor. Even if it means you have to put power in it, fusion cells or whatever, fine. I just want, you know, something I can easily drop in. It's like the portable defense turret towers. You throw it down and it's fully loaded with a turret or more. You just drop it in and that is your protection for a while. Alright, I will need 40 Erestrum and 40 Zascosium ingots. So, we're looking at 80 for each to do 2 auto miners. We're going to do 2 auto miners and go out. And maybe I will have some more Erestrum and Zascosium parts when I go look at some more spots on the moon and maybe find some more engine thrusters to use. Alright, so we've got that. That's enough to make those. So, you know, we'll make... Go ahead and make... Well, 10. That's total what I will need. And then I need to make the capacitor device. So, oscillator, nanotubes, and steel plate. Yep, nanotubes. We got that. Oscillator, we got that. And tons of steel plates. There we go. So now, turn it on. And we're going to do 2 of these. For why it's still saying red. Should make the capacitor devices automatically. Right? Oh, I forgot the steel plate. That's why. Did not get the steel plate in like I thought I did. You pick a planet for a home base. I like the idea of that. You know, back when the auto miners did not deplete, I would try to find a good breathable atmosphere base planet. And that way I didn't have to worry about using oxygen on it. And have plenty of water. So I could produce oxygen for my other planets. But then as I moved further along, back when it was Alpha 7, I moved more to where I wanted to go to Empyrion and have not a home planet, but a home system kind of thing, planetary orbit, and build a space station, and then have a base on the planet where I can produce oxygen and bring it back up to the space station. And so that's what I'm thinking I will end up doing at some point. Find a planet that I like, has a good atmosphere or something like that, and I'm going to have a space station for my parking spot, and then just like a SV I take down to the planet and have farming. I'm going to have a big farm building. It's actually, I've already got it saved, solar farm to put in that will completely solar powered. So you get a nice sunny planet, it will produce everything you need. And the way I figure it is I can use that for producing not food, but just to be where I have it, I'll produce fiber plants. I can make biofuel, whatever else I need. And then I'll put like a dark tower solar defense, which I've used in the past or tested in the past. Works great. You just put it there. All you gotta do is put the ammo in, solar panels, take care of everything. So there you go. You've got all that kind of stuff. You know, beyond that, I really don't look at the bases that much anymore. Other than when I finally get to a point I will want a space station, I'm going to find a good one. Never need oxygen. Get enough from point of interest. I've got plenty of extra. I mean, this would not last me right now if I needed it. But that's why I kind of have a stockpile of extra oxygen, which I will be rearranging things to handle that better as well. And then a stockpile of, you know, oxygen in both the in the hover tank and in the small vessels, just so I'm always prepared so I can, you know, refill. All right, there we go. That is it. We've got my auto miners, 2 auto miners. We go dump those off, and we'll actually start by testing, as we need to do. We're going to test and see if those will work for pulling that partially broke or partially consumed Promethium deposit, because we do have that one that says 10% and you cannot get anything else from it, I think. Or maybe I can't remember. I think I already did something different with that one. It's actually, I think, yes, I already did try it. It did have there's no more, the blob is like, it despawned the blob even though it says it's still there. We do need to go back that way anyway. I need to take parts of those out. We'll go ahead, we'll drop these off here. I need to do that. I want to get these moving because I do need to get off this planet. Yes, the cursor is misaligned. I don't know what changed. I'm assuming something with either an update to Streamlabs or maybe something with one of the updates on Empyrion, because now it acts like it's a different size. Okay, there is a mining bug. Show it's empty but still show 10%. That's what happened, because it showed at one point that I had a blob of Promethium still. And I know last time I went back, I think I did try to take one of these already, because it's been a couple weeks since I was playing on this steadily. I did take it over there to try that, because somebody has suggested doing that with the deposits that show 100% and then have nothing there to harvest, and then the deposit that showed 10% in the end, but I couldn't break it. I tried it, it did not work, and the one with 10% had already despawned the last blob when I went back over there. So yeah, it's bugs. It's probably a bug because I have not started again after the last round of changes and updates to the world generation. But if I restarted the game every time they did that, I would never get off the first planet. Logging out, coming back, it did not work for me, Boving. I tried it. It did not let me do it. It just acted like it was not there anymore, but still visible. Fortunately, I haven't run into a deposit on the moon yet that did that. But so far, it's been the ones on the planet. An autopilot feature, there is auto brake that you could turn off that doesn't slow you down and works great in space if you just need to go for a while, but not on this. And it would be nice if you, like, once you get to a certain point, obviously autopilot would work great. Like, hey, take me to this Promethium deposit, and it would just park right over top of it. Fine. But I don't think they're going to do anything like that. And it's 8.7. It must have updated since I started streaming, because mine did not list an update available, unless you're talking 8.7 in experimental, and I'm not using experimental anymore. Yes, it is weird they limited the speed in space, but that's probably just a factor of, keeping you under control, where you're not like, if you turn off the auto brake and you keep flying, you end up going at 5,000 meters per second. And at that point, think about how much it's got to render as you get closer to an asteroid. It's going to sit there and be like, not know what to do. It's going to affect your frame rate. But also then, if you're like, oh hey, I'm going to do this, I'm just going to keep speeding up to 5,000 by turning auto brake off, I get 5,000 meters per second, and then, oh crap, I'm moving in too quickly, you hit the brake, it's going to take you a while to slow down. I mean, even now, you turn it off, it slows down. Very slowly. If you're going like the full, was it 90 meters per second, 98 meters range, something like that, you can bump into an asteroid if you don't turn off turn your auto brake back on. Yeah, when you get close to certain things, it's like, you can see it's rendering in the distance right now, but as I get closer, it renders new features in, in the distance that are at a lower quality render, and then it renders when you get really close. It starts to render in higher quality on certain things. At least that's what I have noticed in cases where it doesn't render full quality in the distance. It'll have a little stagger as certain things render in bare quality. You can kind of see as I'm flying up, you see like everything's lighting up there. Everything is getting rendered into a higher quality level as opposed to just rendering everything in all together at one time. It kind of, I don't know why they're doing it that way. It might be something to try to help reduce the fact that it's such a large planet overall compared to what it used to be. Or it may just be something with the way their rendering engine is done, period. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the drone all the way over there. So we'll just do this. For now. Should be pretty much relatively safe. Except, of course, I can't use the drone to access it. I'm not about to get myself stuck. I know that. I don't want to get stuck where I can't get back to my ship. So, almost 5 hours worth. That should be enough power, I think, for the medium-sized deposit. I'm not sure. I'm going to do some testing with that. I would like to sit there and see if I can figure out a, not precise but generalized formula for that, because we can't see the actual values anymore. Are you actually attacking me? You know what? What else I really want on this? Give me a hover mode for my jetpack. Like, seriously, I can do it in Plant Nomads. It's so useful in Plant Nomads. Give me that here in this. And apparently they are very well set on trying to attack me. Alright, come here. I don't know if they're actually able to... they're doing any damage or they're just making that noise. I think they're just making the noise. Ha-ha! Take that. Oh, come on! Alright, surely they get killed by a freaking rocket to their face. Ah! Really? Alright, seriously, how invincible are these spiders? Like, how good are rockets really if I can shoot them in the head with a rocket and then they crawl out of the crater like it's nothing. Them, Zirax, everything is just like, your rockets are weak. Alright, I'm gonna park it against it. How about that? I'm just gonna park into it. There. Now try to get me, stupid spiders. Jeez. Alright, radiated fog. I've got 2 auto miners going for the last usable Promethium. Ah, Danielle is here! You have been quiet, Danielle Marie. You have been very quiet today. Or did you just finally join in? And thank you, of course, for mentioning to like it. And I'm glad to say we've got plenty of likes. It's a little hard for me to see the likes in my my stream information there. I've got it pulled up in 2 different places so I can try and see. I can see we got 57 people watching. That's why I get to see. So I'll leave it to you to point out the likes. And you have missed some fun today, Danielle. I have not died, however. Everybody's been waiting for me to get killed by all the Zirax and everything, and nothing. And now there it goes flipping around again. Oh, what was that right there? What am I passing by? A weapon bunker. That might be something I might fly over here and test with that point of interest sled. You're back! Pantropy is still written. I've still got it on my notes. I was going to say written down, but it's typed. I've got it typed on my little note here to check that out after the stream is over. Yes, thank you, Highlander, for pointing out how much I die in 7 days to die. That is not the most friendly game towards me in survivability. I'm already doing better in Green Hell on my Twitch streams without dying than I am in that. I did die a bunch in Green Hell, but I finally got myself in a good state. Not that many headhunters after me anymore now. But yeah, I die a lot in 7 days to die. I did have a good streak for a while, and then I died, and not because of day 14. I survived day 14, or night 14. That was a little bit more interesting. I survived, and I have actually found me a new place to use as a base. Possibly. Yes, unfortunately, it is bad timing for some people. I have to do that after I'm out of work. So it's like late night for me too. That's why I keep these streams earlier in the day for me on weekends when I'm not having to work, or at least not having to be called into work for an emergency. I have not tried Scum yet. It was basically down to I either get Green Hell or Scum, and looking at the reviews on Steam, the comments being made, there was a lot of negative reviews for Scum. It was really mixed, and seeing some stuff like that, and then all the negative stuff for Green Hell was to do with the fact that the tutorial part, the actual story mode aspect is so short, and then it's just open survival, which honestly, that's pretty much the way Empyrion was. For a long time. It wasn't so much story, it was more just, hey, you're here surviving. So I don't mind that, and I tried Green Hell and I really like it. It looks amazing. Compared to the screenshots I've seen for Scum, Green Hell looks amazing. And also, it makes me think a lot of another game I used to play a good bit to showcase on the updates is Collision Course. It's a very good looking game, very early access. It was like version 0.04 I think, or 0.03 when I first looked at it. The last time I looked was version 0.08, and it looks better than Empyrion by far because of the engine it's built on. But you know, I'm not just about visuals, I like the gameplay overall, and Green Hell is actually really fun because it's just you surviving in the jungle with headhunters after you and having to deal with bugs and, you know, poisonous rattlesnakes and things like that. So it's a different take. It's very similar to me to like the forest in a way of the general survival thing. You're not building, except with Green Hell, you're not really building massive bases. That's something I needed to break from. I build too many big bases in other games. Alright, so I need to reorganize this stuff this week. I will have to do some work with that. We've got more auto miners going, and we have cleared the planet. This is completely broke. Like everything, like those, I just need to go in there, get what I need out of it, take the cores out, and then same thing with these. Anything I don't need any other parts from, just take my cores out. I need to go take all these down. So I got a lot of stuff to break down. That's why I want to find a PoE sled that will work. I will not die at this point. Thanks for hanging out, EM Rocks. Raft, I have already played that. I played it when it was still on Itch.io, before it ever came to Steam. And it was really good on Itch.io. It actually had a lot going for it. And then some of the update stuff they added to me kind of took it away from the original, you know, style that I liked. So I haven't been too eager to jump back into playing it. I liked the more simplified thing it had originally, so I've kind of backed away from it for right now. And apparently I've got another game to check out as soon as the stream is over, too. Yeah, I like the survival stuff more solo play, really, because for me, you know, it's bad enough. That's why I never got into Rust, because it's, you know, I don't like somebody, I build a base, I don't want somebody to come and destroy it. I mean, I put some work into making it look nice and getting it set up all right. I don't want somebody to come ruin it. I like being able to just keep going. So that's why I like single player on Empyrion and things like that. It's about the building and having fun with it kind of thing for these games. And then Green Hell is more about just surviving. I may eventually check out Raft, Danielle, just because, I mean, like I said when I was doing it before, it was on Itch.io, not on Steam yet. They changed a lot of stuff for Steam. I know at one point on Itch.io I was able to get it set up where I never had to worry about supplies. I had too much, and it looks like I've got a running track of lights there in the distance. That is interesting. That's an interesting little glitch from the sun. Oh, it got fast. That's interesting. Yeah, it looks like I had a light track going in to guide me in. But no, I might try Raft again at some point. I've been looking for other games to try out and see what might work for, of course, here on YouTube, but also on Twitch. And right now, I'm actually pretty happy with playing Planet Nomads again. I'm really getting back into that. Plus, it's just the production capabilities in that game are so nice once you get everything rigged up right. You can have it where you never have to worry about collecting or using your supplies. Just constantly going, and I'm getting so close to having that done in my Planet Nomads game to where I can just build all I want. Almost be creative mode in a way. But I am looking at some different games. I may try Raft again, like I said. I'm not sure yet, though. Alright, I think we're actually... I was thinking it was going to take longer to do what we did today, but obviously not. I mean, I've gotten plenty work done in the in-between from last gameplay stream to now, to where I had just basically what we did today. Go over here, take out the drone base, get all that. I've got most of the good stuff out of those, so, to, you know, go and just get maybe some steel blocks, steel plate, stuff like that. It really isn't much left. I really need to just be getting the deposits collected everywhere, which is why I want auto miners. I may go try to get some more auto miners going as well for this, because, yeah, I need some more. But I think we're going to call it pretty much for today's stream. Because I don't have much else to do right now. We could hang out and talk for a few minutes, though. It's the very end. And I do like be able to chat with everybody. Login, the loading time for containers in Planet Nomads. I actually will be addressing that in my next video, the one for Monday. But I'll go ahead and tell you now, what I am finding is it's not about the number of containers, it's about how many inventory slots you're trying to load in. A set of 5 large cargo containers takes a lot longer to load visually than 5 compact containers, and it's just because of the number of slots it's trying to load. So my number of, let's see, 8, and 5, so 21 cargo large storage containers that I have linked in right now, plus fabricators and everything else. It takes maybe 10 seconds, I would say, roughly, for them to load when I try to open them. But once everything's said and done, my mining rig locations will be tied into the production and storage in Planet Nomads, and I won't ever have to look in a storage container again, pretty much. I'll just be like, oh, I need more of these, so I'm going to build more of these. Done. So that's one advantage of that compared to this, is eventually you won't have to worry about that. But here, you know, I have to have everything organized so I can go be like, here's my Prometheum. Done. It was a lot more, but I think, again, from what I'm seeing now, is based around the number of inventory slots you're trying to load, not the container count itself. But I will be showing a bit of that in my video on Monday. I will probably be checking out Pantropy a bit. I'm not sure if it's free to download, I'll go ahead and try it out, but if it is paid, I might wait a bit, see kind of how the reviews go on it. Just kind of check it out. Remember, Don, I am going to eventually build a much bigger CV, but right now, my plan for the orbital POIs, instead of bashing them, you know, as you're saying, I'm assuming you just want me to go in there and rip them apart. What I'll be doing is taking my small vessel, go out, take out the turrets as normal, and then kind of fly in and take everything down before flying my capital vessel up close enough. I usually try to keep my capital vessel pretty well protected for the most part, so I can actually keep it looking nice, because they are a pain to get on like a repair pad sometimes. Yeah, Argonaut, I'm not saying necessarily conveyor connectors, like that works in Plant Nomads, but if we could have some kind of connection system like, hey, this block here connects all of these, similar to a connector, and I just open this and, you know, it scrolls down, great. But the real thing I want is to be like, well, they're in here, so we have this connector that feeds into the mobile constructors, and because it's connected to the constructors, all I have to do, like, I don't ever have to go and worry about what's in the input. I just go in here, say, I want wood planks, and it pulls wood from a cargo box and automatically makes the wood planks. That would be a lot better. And, yeah, Tsukasa, it'd be nice to have some kind of mods too, but generally I think, you know, mods are nice because developers cannot think of everything. We know that. Some people come out with some really great stuff for games in the terms of the mods. In other cases, you know, if you're having to mod the game, I feel like, yeah, the developers should look at those mods and incorporate more of the features and reduce the need for mods. Update. Oh yeah, I need to, well, I know we discussed a lot on the last creator challenge. I think I forgot to post in more information. I'll update it. Basically, we're doing the utility vehicle to utility base, whatever you come up with. It's got to be a utility design, something that adds a certain function into the game that is missing, such as there is a CV design currently on the workshop that is for implementing roads. If you wanted to make like a racetrack in the game, you could put a bunch of these together and have them act as a road platform, you know, raised type thing. One suggestion I made based around stuff I'm looking at for Planet Nomads is maybe some kind of lifting mechanism, a forklift type thing that hooks between a small vessel and a hover vessel. So you actually fly the small vessel in, say, you know, it has a pod in the hover vessel, and the small vessel has basically forklift hooks that you fly in and it locks in, and that lets you carry, albeit probably very weirdly with bouncing all over the place, but maybe some mechanism like that where you have a combination of things that allows you to take and carry a hover vessel with you using a small vessel. Maybe find a way to make it where, yes, the hover vessel can be used in conjunction with a CV that, you know, we used to be able to use them for mining, but if they're docked, it doesn't let you use the turrets anymore. The drill modules, doing something like that. So I think that would be, that's kind of the goal here, is to see. It's not going to be probably a lot of designs I would expect. I expect it to be more of very creative designs, because you're going to really have to think about physics and other aspects of the game and how to make certain aspects work that we are missing in the game. Hence, like a road, you know, something you think you would have for maybe making it a nice connection between two different bases. You want a road that you can use for your hover vessel. But yeah, that's the idea, something like that. just coming up with an interesting utility element, and I will make sure to update this, the Discord after we're done here with that information and give those examples. And that kind of stuff is one reason I'm being drawn back to Planet Nomads right now, because there's some really creative stuff people are doing with that, and thanks to workshop integration, you can see that stuff more readily now. So that's kind of the idea there. I think we should be pushing more of that kind of stuff at the moment, because if you come up with a small vessel, hover vessel combo that works, and they can, you know, attach together in a way, and it will work consistently, not all funkily. You know, it doesn't sit there and have the hover vessel doing this the whole time. You will get a lot of hits, I think, on the workshop. You will get a lot of traffic because you will be producing something that people are wanting and they haven't got from the developers. So, yes. Elevator blocks for small vessels, hover vessels, something like that. Yeah, anything like that you can come up with. Just think of a really interesting utility type function for a vehicle or base that we are missing and you think the developers should put in the game. If you could come up with some mechanism for that, and we get a lot of traffic on the workshop for that design, I don't see why they would not say, hey, that's a cool idea, we should incorporate that. And maybe you get your name added into some credit saying like, hey, thanks to you for this idea of the design, we implemented this for you. That would be kind of nice to see for some of you to get. But yeah, that's basically the challenge for this month, for October. That would be the challenge, utility top designs. Alright, so now it's either my connection's dropped or the chat has slowed. So I think that's just that's described everything fully. Like I said, I've got plenty of work to do now. Mainly letting this thing kind of run and let all the auto miners collect, both here on the planet and on the moon. And I still have places on the moon. We haven't even taken out the full drone base yet. I still have other stuff up there on the moon to do with it, now that I've got my rocket launcher for that. So we'll probably pick up with that, try to clear some more stuff from the moon next week while I let things harvest automatically. And then I may try some more, you know, like designs like that before we leave the planet and moon area. And I may also just try try some better designs, because we'll probably end up, honestly, having to drop a hover vessel somewhere so I can harvest the resource deposits faster. So we're not just sitting here, or I'm not sitting here, letting the game run for like 2 hours while I let them harvest automatically, and I just come back every like 20 minutes to check my food level. I don't want it to be like that. So we're definitely going to be hopefully better prepared the next planet with like 20 or so auto miners. I'll just deploy them quickly and let them run. But yeah, that's what I'll be working on this week, and along with everything else I'm doing. But I will get the Discord updated right now after we get done with this. I will check out Pantropy for you and see what I think about it. And Danielle, I'll give another look at Raft, see what they've added in recent updates, see if maybe it is something I might look at adding to my list of games that I'm doing. Right now I'm trying to focus more on making my streaming and editing setup a little bit more efficient and getting things where I can crank out content faster. That would be helpful for me to cut down on time consumption for certain things and making it easier on me. And I just realized I had my repair module on the whole time. But eventually I will get back trying to maybe get 5 videos a week going, or maybe adding in another live stream on Twitch. Maybe do something, maybe get where on Sundays I can do 2 streams. I don't know. I'll have to see how it turns out. But right now I've got to get some streamlining done for everything and make it easier for me to produce the content. So because my time is still very cut short. So, but I will do all those things. And I want to see everybody keep, you know, coming up with these great ideas that we get. Like you're just saying there, Little Wind Griffin, I'm not sure if I'm going to say that right, but yes, Poseidon base was fantastic from Danielle. Her other design was fantastic. We're getting better designs from everybody, and everybody is getting just better ideas because we're sharing and working together. And I think we're going to be able to add some really good stuff with this utility design challenge. So I'm looking forward to see what everybody comes up with. But I will get all that stuff updated and checked out And that's going to be it for today's stream. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting that like button if you didn't do it so already. Thanks for the subscribes. We got 4 subscribers in this stream. And normally I don't keep track of that, but I'm going to maybe start doing, looking more at that. Because the more subscribers I have, the more people we have watching and hopefully joining us on the live streams for this. But thanks for watching it. As always, everybody, I am your host, Mr. Spicy. I will see you guys next time.